Message for today. We just got word from different places that there is heavy fighting going on at this very, very moment in the eradication of Amalek, eradication of evil. So let us give some more tzedakah, and even if you see it later, just let's join in saying a extra kapitel, Perek Tehillim, chapter 122, Shir Amalas LeDavid Sumachti B'Amim LeBeis Adonai Nelech, Oim Desoy Ragleni B'Shoraycha Yerushalayim Yerushalayim Abnu Yokir Shechubro LeYardov, ששם לשבטים שבטיו העדס לישראל ההדס לשם אדוני כי שם יוס וחיסס למשפט כיסס לבית דוד שאלו שלום ירושלים שלא יאהב איך ישולם החילך שלווה במנסוח למען החי וראייה אדם לשולם בך למען בייס אדוני אלוהינו אבק שות טוב לך. And we obviously express our prayer to Hashem that they should be successful and not one soldier should get harmed, all the captives should be freed, and all of Eretz Yisrael should be finally Eretz Yisrael Hashlema, the complete Eretz Yisrael, through the imminent revelation of Mashiach. Now this process of revealing Mashiach started with the first Chabad House. It is commonly knowledge that the first Chabad House that was opened was in the 60s in California with Reb Shlomo Kunin, during the great exciting moments where the students were revolting against the establishment. And the Rebbe said, this is a student, this is a youth that is searching for something meaningful. And since then, the rest is history. Chabad is all over the world. But you know who was actually the first one to open a Chabad house, so to say? Avraham Avinu. It says, Veita Eshel, he planted an Eshel. Eshel stands for Achila, Shtia, Lina. Eating, drinking, and resting. But it wasn't just a hostel. It was much more than a hostel. It was a godly hostel. And let me explain. Avraham Avinu set up shop in middle of the desert. Nomads, whoever passed by, had an opportunity to come in to refresh themselves. I don't think it was air conditioned, but it was still refreshing. Something to drink, something to eat, a full meal. And Avraham Avinu graciously personally served them and took care of them and pampered them. But then at the end, he would suggest to them to say thank you to God. Now, if they refused, he didn't really insist per se, but he just asked, wait a moment, and he came and handed them a bill. Now, apparently, the bill that he handed them was quite an expensive one, high class. This guest was shocked, A, for getting a bill. He thought that he was invited. B, for such an exorbitant price. And when he complained, Avraham Avinu explained, you know, in a free business climate, right? In the free market, prices are according to demand and availability, supply and demand. Now, in the middle of the desert, to get such a luxurious meal is not so simple. So you have to pay the price. But I thought I was invited, and Avraham Avinu patiently would explain. Let me ask you a question: why would I just take my hard-earned money and feed you? You're a total stranger. You come and you go. Why would I do that? The only reason I would do that is because I personally recognize that there's a God existing, there's a one God, and all belongs to Him. And everything that I have is because He gives it to me so that I should share with others. So if you believe in that, you're part of it. But if you reject it, then you believe that it's mine. If it's my food, then you pay my price. Most people would actually prefer not to pay the price and say thank you to God. But the question becomes, what meaning does it have? What value does it have? Basically, he was coerced into saying something because he wants to avoid having to pay a hefty fee. Does it have any meaning? Does it have any meaning saying thank you to God when most probably chances are they didn't even mean it? And for that reason, the same question applies. I'm sure you have been asked in the middle of the street or anywhere in the shopping mall, on an airport, wherever you were. Excuse me, sir, are you Jewish? Would you like to put on tefillin? Or would you like the Hanukkah candle? Can I give you mishloach manos? How about a matzah? Here is a Shabbos candle to light, etc., etc. It's just about impossible. You should not have been confronted, or I should say invited, with this kind of situation. Then the question is, what value does it have? Avram Avinu tells us, every mitzvah we do has tremendous value, because every mitzvah is godly. Every mitzvah is coming from God Himself, and as such it is God's wish, God's wisdom, and the fact that we connect to God with His messages, it becomes infinite. You know who figured it out? Nike. Just do it.